All right, you all, let's see who's up. I'm up, burning the night oil or the midnight oil, as they used to say. And just want to go over some things. The hot topic in the credit community is the young lady that got arrested. So I'm going to share with that and show that on the now that I'm in front of my laptop, and about the young lady that got arrested for the credit repair, Rose credit repair business, and just some other things that I've seen pocket watching on YouTube talk about HIM500, and just gonna play that, and we're gonna have a discussion about it. It is late night, but I might have some people that's burning the midnight oil, and tonight I am solely on YouTube. I decided not to go live on my other platforms. So I can focus just on YouTube tonight. Hello, hello, hello. Ezra Scope, is this your first time on the live stream? Is this your first time on my live stream? If so, let me know. It's my first time. I think you came in speaking in or saying hello. But at any rate, let's dive into this. Let me pull up the article. A whole lot of stuff going on. Um, a whole lot of things going on with the economy. California truck drivers. Um, Issues going on with that where it definitely a lot of truckers out of California is getting the layoffs, and that's definitely going to affect the supply chain shortage. So California workers out of work. Okay, you're out of time. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you all. Come in. Let's see who's up this late night. Hit that like and share button, and let's dive into this live stream. Right, I'm trying to find an article about the young lady. We're going to open up with credit repair first. The Houston woman accused of a $3.3 million credit repair operation to defraud banks. A beautiful black woman by the looks of it. And give me a second. Okay, it's asking me to do something else. 133 fake police reports. The owner of the credit repair company um, that accused her of fake police report, and everybody else, come in, come in. Let's talk about the economy. Let's talk about credit. I'm not on here to talk about what I cook for dinner, right? Let's talk about business, and let's talk about this economy. And if you are still up and awake, come in and hit that like and share button. So, woman arrested, beautiful black woman, for 3.3 million credit repair scheme, right? And so this is out of Houston, Texas, and her business known as Rose Credit Repair fraudulently, if I can say that, she was fraudulently, let me enlarge that, clearing credit reports by falsifying police records, submitting them to financial institutions with the intent to remove credit loans to fraud banks, according to officials. Um, and so scamming out of $3.3 million out of financial institutions. Again, you all come in. It's late night. Come in and say hello. Um, let's keep our mind focused on business, and let me know. Let's have an open discussion. I'm not here to talk about what I cook for dinner, right? about what's going on in this economy. And let's see who's up. The time that this is the only time I really had to do live streaming today. Been focusing on other things, so I decided to get it in. And we're going to go over some things with HIM500. The search warrant resulted in recovery of documents of multiple electronic devices that were aimed in the investigation, uh, identifying crimes and complaints. Wow. So this seems to be her office location. This, seizing a lot of, wow, they really went in on that one. And yeah, so I tell people, right, uh, the people on the other end that want these quick fix or credit repair, it's not worth it. It's not worth putting yourself in liability for strangers if you're doing credit repair. Make sure that you are compliant and putting yourself at risk for strangers and to get, maybe thousands of dollars because if you're going to be at risk of getting arrested in jail time, we're not going to do it for hundreds, right? And so thousands of dollars, it's just not worth it at the end of the day. I tell people all the time, it took you years to build a bad credit profile. And you should not expect for it to be recovered, not legally anyway, within months' time. And so this is another thing. I listen in on Pocket Watching, and he goes in on HIM500 a lot. And I like HIM500 from the perspective that HIM500, you really listen to HIM500, he drops a lot of game. He drops a lot of game about credit, and he always reference of doing it for the culture. I'm pretty sure that moving forward, because you have these network marketing companies like um, formerly known as FES. I can't think of the new name that they converted to. Let me see. FES, known as Wealth something. Credit repair lawsuit. FES had a warning. The FTC warned them. And previous years, they charged 99 upfront, and then they had a recurring monthly payment. So FTC is the Federal Trade Commission, and in May of this year, 2022, the FES, United Wealth Services, that's it, also known as United Wealth Services, right? And this is why I tell people that when they text cash flow on the screen, the credit consulting comes free with the membership as you get your cash flow increase through legal tax strategies, little known secrets that the rich and wealthy have been using for years by operating. And Dr. Lynn Richardson is great of teaching this about the benefits of a home-based business. She's been on the likes of Steve Harvey show, publicly. So this is not something that's a scam or something that you have to be afraid of. However, what I like about it is that you have your IRS certified agents to really help you so that you won't get any issues with Uncle Sam or your tax deductions. And it's a legal way to adjust your allowances. Instead of getting a tax refund, people get that money up front out of your paycheck, but you have to have a business, a home-based business to support it. So you're not paying back taxes at the end of the year, and you're getting back over 475 tax deductions that you didn't even know that you had the rights to as a home business owner. So, for example, if someone has a $50,000 income, right, and they have no Schedule C to file or business expenses, then their taxable income is that $50,000. And they will owe about $3,000 in taxes if they don't have children that can qualify under child tax credit. right? And so, but if you take a home-based business, you can easily find about $40,000 of tax deduction, and now your taxable income is $10,000, and you can position yourself to get thousands back. So these are tax deductions that you never even heard of, and if you own a business and a legitimate business expenses like your car, your gas, your mobile phones, internet, business trip, add up to 40,000, then you can deduct those 40,000 from the 50,000 on your job, which gives you that money back out of your paycheck by adjusting your allowances. Most people, on average, get at least 300. I've had a married couple to get all the way $1,400 back in their household by texting cash flow and implementing that strategy. And it's only it's under $150 investment, right? So the FTC says credit repair sold sham services in a pyramid scheme. If they had a promise to fix your credit and help you quickly get the money saving benefits. A high credit score can be appealing if the company is also offering to fix. Says you can earn big money selling the credit repair services. The offer may seem perfect, but FTC says credit repair services that financial FES education services are offers are a sham and supposed to be money making opportunities, a pyramid scheme. So again, the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, says FES, which also does business as United Wealth Services, has scammed people out of more than $213 million with the scheme that combines charging people worthless credit repair services and recruiting them to sell those services to others. So FES claimed to boost people's credit scores by hundreds of points quickly by permanently removing negative items from their credit reports and adding positive information. But the FTC says FES services accomplish little or nothing. FES send clients letters to send to the credit bureaus to dispute negative items, but the letters do not include supporting documents, so they rarely see result in removal of items. FTS says FTS charges people $99 upfront plus $89 a month, which is illegal for a credit repair company to charge people before fully performing the services it promises. Also says the complaint against FES does not give people important information they are entitled to by law, including writing information about the total cost of services and the refund and cancellation policies. So that was that network marketing company. And then let's listen in on Pocket Watcher. Let's listen in on his clip about HIM500. You all, come on. I know it's a little late, maybe 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but you all, as long as it's intelligent conversation that's on topic, I want you all to drop in the comments your thoughts. So let's listen in on Pocket Watching.
All right, so here we go. Got it queued up here.
Krista, what's up?
All right, here we go. Here, I believe this is it. Now listen, just to set it up, right? This woman is calling in because she has something on her credit report that she wants removed. HIM500 is going to give her step-by-step instructions on how to get it removed. At the end, I'm going to ask you guys, you're the jury, pocket watchers, you're going to be the jury. Are the steps and methods that he tells her to do, would you classify that as legitimate and right and ethical or fraud? I'm going to let y'all tell me. I'm not going to make the judgment anymore. I'm not going to be the bad guy. Some of y'all got to get some skin in the game, and y'all need to step up and call out fraud if y'all see it. So here we go.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good. We great. How are you?
How are you?
I am great, and even better that you guys called on me.
Oh, I love it. Where you from?
Baltimore.
Shout out to
B-more.
Thank you. So, hi, HIM500. I have a question. So I have what is it called? A charge off, and it will not leave for the life of me. And I was wondering if you had any tips on getting it removed. I've already followed your instructions for like the secondary bureaus, but it's still like not going anywhere. And it's with the original debtor, so that's probably why. But I just wanted to get your take on it.
You got Credit Karma?
Yes.
Log into your Credit Karma.
All right, here we go. Here we go. He asked, do you got Credit Karma? Some of you out here, you're very aware what Credit Karma is. It's an app where you can monitor your credit score, but you can also dispute certain things on your credit report using the Credit Karma online app or whatever. So just to let y'all know. Here we go.
As she logs in.
I'm in.
Okay, you in?
Yes.
Go to your accounts. Go to your view your whole credit report.
Okay.
Go to the negative account.
You mean the closed account?
Go to the negative account that you want to remove.
The one that I want to remove. Okay.
TransUnion. Go to the account that you want to go to the accounts tab and select the negative item.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see where it says dispute on the bottom?
Yep.
Put that in. Go to dispute.
Mm-hmm.
Once you go to dispute, now you should be on the deletion screen. Don't put anything for ownership. Go down. Right, and then it's going to say don't put anything for ownership. Don't select any ownership. So the ownership is going to be the first little block where it's going to ask you to pick. It's going to give you a lineup of a few different.
Sounds like he done this before, Orlando.
Go down below it, right?
It sounds like it.
And put this count is involved in litigation.
Go down below. Oh, an additional comment?
No, above additional comments, it's like the one.
Why are you just sitting there? This is what I don't get. Look how me and Orlando react. This is how you react when you hear fraud. But that it's in litigation. The woman just called up. She didn't talk about that she's actively in a court case. What are you saying, HIM500? What are you doing? You know this woman is not in litigation. See, this is the proper. This is the proper reaction. What you see me doing right here? You're bouncing off the walls. You're looking like cut his mic. You got to turn into full old school 2000 Bill O'Reilly. Cut his mic. Cut.
So that's Pocket Watch reaction. I don't know. What do you all think? You all think that HIM500 offers fraudulent information? Now, I did go back and I looked at that live stream. I found it. It's over a year old on EYL University. And HIM500 dropped a lot of game on that live stream, I'm going to be honest. And, one thing that HIM500 said, that he said, I'm doing it for the culture. And I'm going to be honest, doing it for the culture publicly will get you, it can get you in trouble, right? I'm going to see if I can pull up that video. Doing it for the culture like that and can come back to haunt you because he was correct. You don't know if that charge off was in litigation. And so, giving that type of advice, but I can tell you from listening to him, he is definitely on his game. Most definitely. These are some other things that he said. I'm going to put up that live stream that, that people that will take and possibly use against you, right? Some things, I'm going to put up the original live stream. It was January 27th of 2021. One of the things, for example, that HIM500 said was about Navy Federal, opening up a Navy Federal account, informing them that you might have a deceased grandfather and that had a Navy Federal account that was ex-military. And let me just see how these look. That was ex-military. Should I wear these? What you all think? Should I wear these? I have my New Orleans t-shirt on. If you know, if they was ex-military, and if your grandfather was ex-military, and you know, to say that your grandfather had a Navy Federal account, ex-military, and I don't know, I don't have the banking information. You know, you got people, especially I see it on the IG, you see it on Facebook. I think it's going to come to a halt as the FTC and Federal Trade Commission continues to crack down on these what they deem as pyramid schemes when it comes to credit repair. And it's just something I don't think you can put out there for the culture, because putting things out there for the culture will get you burned. Right, the young lady, you know, filing these false police reports for the culture, and for, I'm sure, for her bank account as well. I'm not, you know, saying that they are all innocent in this, but hey, listen. Sometimes the culture needs to understand there's no quick fix to credit repair. There's just no quick fix, and the culture sometimes need to be put in these situations so they can learn. And sometimes life happens, right? Life happens, and people just come across things, just you know, loss of job, medical issues, right? But sometimes it is straight neglect and fraudulent, and wanting quick bailouts as well. Sometimes that happens as well. So this is the original live stream. Let's listen in. You all come in and say hello. Don't be shy. I know it's late night, but hit that thumbs up and say hello. Let me know what part of the world you are tuning in from.
Let you just hold one. I added him as an authorized user to my platinum and let him hold a card. He helped me grow to my limit to where now I got a limit on my platinum of 250,000 because he was constantly spending 20,000, 40,000, 7,000, 6,000 on watches plus my expenditures. We grew the limit. So I tell a lot of times people say, never, you want to figure out some kind of creative way to use it. It may be not working with business owners. I have another friend that has a restaurant and they do their food costs off of my green American Express charge card, and they just buy food every single week for their restaurant. Well, they help my limit grow. So just be creative with the way that we use it, that sometimes you may be the one with good credit, but you may have a family member who's cash heavy and they just deal with cash, and a credit card would make their life a lot easier, and them making your life easier helps your limits grow. And now you turn around and you go, I'm 300,000 up. You know what I mean? Like I got like a $500,000 on charge cards just from these two. And you know, it's just being creative and applying it. So my answer is no, don't ever just let it sit dormant. They'll shut your account down after a while. They'll decrease your limits. So just, you know, be mindful. Always want to use it and grow those limits, because we need, especially if we're not cash heavy, we want to have something to fall back on.
So Marcus, when they close it, does it negatively affects your credit score, correct?
It negatively affects your credit score because you lose a positive account. So
right.
just
Okay.
like when you pay your car off and your credit score drops, well, because you closed and lost one of your positive accounts, because the number of accounts in your credit report drastically impacts your credit. So when you lose that account, it drops your score.
Let me ask you this before we go to the next question.
Thank you.
Can you?
Okay, you are.
Appreciate you, Matt.
Can you talk about business credit? Like, that's a big thing for people. I don't think people fully understand. Like, can you just talk about that for a couple minutes? Is like how to establish business credit? 'Cause I know it is different from like establishing personal credit.
I'm not the super business credit guy. I'm the more so your personal, what we do with the personal, getting into the business. I tell people though, establishing on the surface, I'm not gonna go too deep because I don't want to start the business credit questions, but just always make sure everything is set up properly. Make sure when you go out and you set your the things you want to do is have a 1-800 number, right? Have a physical office address. Make sure that matches. Get that before you set your LLC up. When you set your LLC up, your LLC shouldn't say, you know, your home address, your personal cell phone number, your personal email address, right? And that's the things that you kind of want to be mindful of, because a lot of times, you know, you go to register your business, you go for business funding, and your email on the Secretary of State is poppychulo6969@gmail.com. It's like, yo, yo, how serious is this guy, right? Versus.
So yeah, that was the original interview. I'm gonna watch the rest of that probably tonight. But hey, HIM500 drops a lot of game. Me formerly being associated with credit, and he does maybe some things he shouldn't put out there for the culture, as in debt as he does. But who knows? The woman could have possibly been under litigation, right? You don't know. She could have, but it didn't seem like the phone interview that she was. Right, but she could have. But those are just things to be careful of. You shouldn't have to pay anyone on Navy Federal, pay anyone on the social media to help you open up a Navy Federal. See if you have qualified family members, especially those that are ex-military with those accounts, and open up your Navy Federal account that way. And because Navy Federal is a very good, groundbreaking credit union, that if you have accounts with them, they give out very large lines of credit, 25K, 50K. PenFed is another one credit union that I have as well that I like, with large credit lines. And so those are credit lines that when you are doing business and you're making moves on your personal account that you have, then now you can qualify, because it will mirror the credit limits, what they will approve you when you start looking for business account. And like HIM500 said, stay away from having a personal cell phone number, trying to have a business number and a business address, and also a business email. Now, so that's it with credit. Again, I help people with both credit and cash flow now, because now I understand and realize that if you do not have cash flow, then you're not going to keep and maintain good credit. And what I mean by that, some people did not have negative accounts or derogatory accounts. The only issue with them is that they had a high credit limit and they needed ways to find that extra money to pay down those credit limits, because the debt to the limit ratio was too high, right? And they had pretty much maxed out the credit card. And so, with that being said, if they had a job or a small business, I helped them find the money right in their paycheck. Again, minimum $300 extra all the way. I've recent lady that joined me, $600 more out of her paycheck, and she was in Washington, so gas prices were astronomical. So that really helped her out a lot. So let's shift now from talking about credit. I'm pretty sure HIM500 is a businessman, and moving forward, he's going to be very careful about what he shares on his live stream that can put him into litigation, I'm sure, or any issues with the Federal Trade Commission. So California is forcing truckers out of work, and the country will feel the effect. Let's read and dive into this. California is winning its war on freelance truckers with no allies amongst the Democratic state leaders. The truckers have taken it upon themselves to protest the decision, but the effects will reach far beyond California borders. The Supreme Court declined to take up with the truckers' challenge to California, the anti-freelance, anti-freedom law, and they are protesting Los Angeles, Long Beach, Oakland. It seems unlikely that California Democrats will carve out the exemptions. And so pretty much what this boils down to is that restrictions will be forced out of people. 70,000 truck owner operation. 70,000. And supply chain problems will become worse. In Oakland, for example, 90% of the 9,000 trucks that work the ports daily, they are independent contracts, 1099. And so, according to the owner of A&B Trucking in California, And a lot of these truckers are saying they will no longer be able to use drivers who use their own trucks anymore. And they will have to reduce their workload as a result. Also, Nevada, the Nevada Trucking Association said that the trucking industry is already 80,000 short in Nevada, and that more will quit in California now that they are no longer allowed to be independent. Now, the Democrats in California said this is for their own good because they needed or they had to run these truckers out of their jobs because they shouldn't like being independent contractors. Mm. Wow. They're saying there's ruining the livelihood and forcing people to the unemployment line at the same time. And so the effects, this won't be limited to California. 72% of American goods people are shipped by truckers. Most communities, trucks are the only form of delivery. And so the Biden administration supports California and wants to impose this on the rest of the country. Mm-mm-mm. So forcing 90, was it 90 or 70? 70,000 workers out of work in California, already 80,000 in Nevada. Almost already 80,000 in Nevada. Let's shift to this JP Morgan. JP Morgan says the billionaire of JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, warns of a triple threat, right? Hey Queen, look up, why do I need to look that up? 15. I used to do credit repair. I'm very familiar of it. So why do you want me to look it up? Let me know. Why do you want me to look it up for this live stream? Is what I'm saying. I'm listen. I haven't did credit. I've been at the credit game a long time, and I'm not trying. I pass people on now to a company that does it. I'm not getting back into it. I personally did not like the. I didn't like many of my clients. I'm just gonna be straight up with that. I did not like the mindset of many people that I work with when it came to credit repair. So I'm not really on here to. I stopped talking about credit a long time ago anyway, because like I tell people, the FICO score going into 2023 is, I think in 2024, maybe it's going to be 2024, but the FICO score is not going to be needed when they come out with social credit and when they come out with central bank's digital currency, right? And so, what's the U.S. what to a permissible purpose of a consumer report? Why do I need to look that up? Just let me know. Right? Just let me know. Because people don't know the Fair Credit Reporting Act have so many laws in it. And people just try to use one law. Fair Credit Reporting Act 611, Fair Credit Reporting Act 609. I mean, let me refresh myself. It's so many laws within the laws. So it's no just one silver bullet that's going to take away all negatives on your credit report. Right? What? Okay, let me look it up because I don't see how that had to do with anything. 15 USC 1681. Let's see. Because the little clip that I showed with HIM500 was talking about litigation to remove a charge off. All right, I'll look it up for you. Duty to provide accurate information. Oh, Lord. Responsibility of furnishers information to consumer agencies. Duty of furnishers to provide accurate information, reporting information with actual knowledge of errors. A person should not furnish information. What does it have to do with litigation and the charge off that HIM500 was saying? The person has been notified to address the specific that information is inaccurate. In fact, is inaccurate. I don't really see what that had to do with HIM500. So elaborate, tell me more. And while you're typing that up, I'm go ahead and switch to something else. You live in Los Angeles. You say it's crazy out here. Now, actually, gas prices have actually decreased. Hello, Muriel. Gas prices in my state has actually decreased about 40 cents. We're actually seeing $3.89 gas. So JP Morgan, billionaire Jamie, diamond ones of the economy's triple threat, bigger rate hikes, higher inflation, and the UK war. That Russia, Brittany Griner thing, it's just something about that's just not, something ain't just right about that. I don't know if that's gonna bring about some additional issues with Russia and the United States, but let me tell you, someone going through an airport and drugs are right on the surface of their of her. Would she have a what they call it, book bag or backpack? I'm like, that was just too easily discovered. It's just something that set right, and she didn't even have any type of what I would think is, a distraught reaction behind it. That was just too easy. I don't know what's the ulterior motive behind it. If you all can give me some details, because it's bigger than what we're seeing on face surface, I can tell you that. I don't know if it's going to be something between Russia and the United States, but it is definitely something bigger than what they're showing at face surface. But J.P. Morgan, the nation's largest bank, Jamie Dimon, who told employees not to invest in cryptocurrency or they'd be fired. Now he's investing in the company is in Bitcoin. So Federal Reserve interest rates, and this the CEO Jamie Dimon. Silver lining. I want to talk about silver when I finish talking about this. J.P. Morgan shares fell as much as 5% as the firm reported a second quarter profit loss of 8.6 billion. No, I'm sorry, a second quarter profit of 8.6 billion, or $2.76 per share. That's down 28% from this time last year, and as a result, 428 million credit to protect. Wow, to protect against bad loans. And Jamie Dimon says that controlling factors, including high inflation, customer confidence never been seen before, quantitative tightening that will have negative consequences down the road, and yeah. So he warns of a triple threat between war. Now we got all these truckers in California and Nevada, thousands laid off, are without work, and yeah, bigger rate hikes. The Fed still have to have their meeting in July to see what the increased rate hikes would be that will make it harder for the middle class, right? You say you wish you saw that in California. What's the price? What's the price right now for regular, like on average in California for regular gas? I have a lot of people in the West Coast that do business with me, Aisha, and they get those paycheck pay raise I was just talking about. My most recent business partner that she works from home, and she was able to come in and get an extra $600.01 out of her paycheck from the money that she was already making. So I have a lot of people in the West Coast because they desperately need that money out of their paychecks. And so they connect with the certified IRS agents. Because most people don't know, like for example, if you're getting $5,000 tax refund, that's just $500 a month you overpaid the government, and you gave the government a tax-free loan. Right, so look at your refund, not including things like child tax credit and things like that. Just look at the other refund that you get back. That's a 0% interest, and you can be getting that money every pay period if you have a job. And if you're a small business owner, you can be getting more money. Let me adjust this. In the form of taxes, and you get being a traditional business owner. And Shakara, if you're still on, I looked up that credit law for you. I don't, I may start going back reading my credit repair books and laws, but I didn't really see how that was relevant to what HIM500 was saying about litigation. So just let me know if I missed something. So JP Morgan says this is going to be a triple threat. So since 2011, JP Morgan, people, I don't know if you all know this, has hoarded over 350 million ounces of silver. That's about 38% of the world's population. So in 2020, JP Morgan came under the convictions of the DOJ, Department of Justice. And now there is a silver shortage as a result. I want you all to go and study the Hunt brothers as well, HUNT. They acquired so much silver, got rich off silver. They caused silver shortages and caused the price of silver to escalate. I may pull that up if I have a couple of minutes. And so this is why I'm telling people to invest in silver as well, because when this wealth transfer happens, or the switch from physical currency, people, to digital currency, what's going to take place is that there's going to be a temporary time, right? As we got China, are you all keeping on top of China in the banking crisis? There's going to be a short amount of time right now where people are going to be telling you we're not accepting cash. I promise you, I just did a live stream. A young lady who took $100 bill, and they said they could not accept it because of the how they have the counterfeit markers, right? Well, the lady said it did not pass the counterfeit test, but I don't think that was the problem, because the young lady on the live stream took the $100 bill back to the bank that she had just gotten it from, and the bank deposited back. I'm telling you, you're going to be hearing more reasons or issues why banks cannot, or you go in grocery store shopping and they can't accept your cash. And this is where you're going to want silver on hand for this transfer, because silver is not just going to be used for monetary use, people. It's going to be used for industrial use as well. When Elon Musk and Tesla start back making their vehicles, they're laying off right now, but everybody in rural areas are going to have cell phones because of this digital central banks digital currency and some cryptocurrencies that's going to be a part of this. And I don't think I have it in hand, but you're going to need RFID chips, right? This is Revelation 13. So silver right now is very affordable. So check out the website and become a wealth ambassador. Queen of Coins Silver. Select Get Started. Earn money as a wealth ambassador. So instead of going to SD Bullion or Ampex or things like that and just buying it straight out, you can get residual income and buy it this way. 100% authentic. So when you go to Wealth Ambassador, I'm going to recommend that you come in with the option of 3 because let me see if I can find it. That's how you get your residual income, right? So that's how you get your residual income. And also, if you have a job or if you're self-employed, small business owner, we have like 5 months left in the year. Go ahead and get the maximum out of your paycheck so you won't be struggling so much financially because people, this is just the start of inflation. So after you enter all your personal information below to sign up, this is option 3 should be your residual income option. And they have a sale on it where you can save $10 and you can instantly earn double. So this is a challenge pack. And also when you purchase this challenge pack, you help feed homeless children as well. So that's a double blessing and good standard that you can do. I chose the $433 package, but you get 10 silver coins with that, and the gloves and the package that store your coins in. However, they have 4 coins that you can get for $256, or you can get 2 silver coins in the challenge pack for $197, and then the other option is the 1 silver coin for $168 in the challenge pack. But I recommend a challenge pack because when you get your other coins on auto ship, that positions you to get residual income. I tell people right now, money ties everything, right? Anything that increases your cash flow, you should be on it. Aisha says gas prices right now is between $5.90. Yeah, I do see some $3.80 gas in my area, right? So, hey, if you have a job and you want to increase your paycheck, text cash flow on the screen. So recession fears, layoffs. Here are the major U.S. ones so far. Let me see the question, Aisha. Quicksilver. Yes, Aisha. Quicksilver. Here are the major U.S. ones so far. Major U.S. company lay off 1,000 employees, and people can't listen. Now's the time to have your work from home opportunities in the financial areas is my suggestion. But Carvana, the CEO, 2,500 employees are laid off. And when the Fed raised these basis point, when they meet, you're going to see a lot more settlements package laid off. Aisha says that's the package I chose. Aisha, did you get in Quicksilver or have you been in it? And I'll look it up before I get off this live stream. And so June 15th, real estate companies plans to cut. They announced 10%, 8% workforces as well. June 22nd, JP Morgan, more than 1,000 employees. This was in the mortgage lending department as well. Remax plans to lay off. June 11th, another electric automaker, plans to lay off 14,000 employees, right? Non-factory worker, and to halt hiring as well. July 12th, California Loan Depot announced laying off 2,000 by the end of the year, which brings it to 4,800. Tesla laid off 229. So people, we're going to see hyperinflation, high unemployment, and high prices. Now, I don't know how long they're going to keep these gas prices a little bit suppressed, right? So, thank you, Aisha. I need to make you a moderator, but I don't really see you on my live streams a lot. I need to make you a moderator because you help answer the question for me, so thank you. So, Argentina and China, let's get into that, the banking crisis in China, and because this is going to be a global recession. This is going to be global. The entire monetary system is formed as paper money is going to go away. China already has a digital yuan, right? So many countries right now already have their own central bank's digital currency. So the IMF has already said it, that the economic outlook darkens significantly. So if you want a crypto course, I have that as well, right? There will be some cryptocurrencies that's going to transition and be used and the wealth transfer, and a lot of them won't be. It's over like 16,000 of them. A lot of them are just junk cryptos. So the outlook for the global economy, according to the International Monetary Forum or the World Economic Forum, has darkened significantly. So, 40-year high inflation rose 9.1%. And they think that the U.S. Federal Reserve will again hike interest rates by a historic 1% when the board meets in 2 weeks. So I told some people that insider from Wall Street told me that in August that some more it was going to hit the fan. And people on my Facebook were saying, well, we're already in recession. What are they talking about? We're already in a recession. Then they're telling you that the cough is coming back, right? The cough is coming back. And so with that being said, China protesters threatened to dent a 2.20 billion of banks' mortgage loans. Let's see. China protesters, right? They're locking up people money in China. Don't think it won't happen here. So in Hong Kong, they already got Wendy Williams' account locked up for whatever reason. How can they lock your bank account up because they feel like you are mentally? That's her money. That's her money. Or so, she thought, and so we thought. Chinese banks could face a hefty write-down in their mortgage businesses as growing numbers of home buyers threaten to stop loan repayments to protest against unfinished apartments sold to them. They should be protesting. The mortgage bad loan ratio for banks could rise 3 to 5-fold as a result of home buyers stop paying mortgage payments. And these protests will significantly add to the lenders' risk exposures. We know that banks make their money off of loans. And so this is going to cause a lot of banks maybe to go bankrupt as well and have to close some doors as well. And so, these people said, hey, my apartment hasn't been finished. Why am I paying, the loan on it? And so this is 220 billion, 1.5 trillion won of mortgage loans that are linked to unfinished residential projects in China. So there could be a risk if the home buyers protest mainly focus on central Chinese cities. So people watch China. China is the new world order. Where China goes, the economy goes. Where China goes, everywhere else goes. Right? China has the manufacturing. China has the more gold in the United States. They've been working with that with Africa for a long, long time. And so what happens in China will find its way to the U.S. first. The digital yuan that's connected to the SWIFT system will be the global reserve currency. I'm just telling you. It's going to trump the world reserve currency of the physical United States dollar. A banking crisis is brewing in rural China, right? So people, that's another reason why you need to have some silver on the side as well. I have Venezuela cash that's now worthless. Never think this cannot happen in the United States. I think it will. I think what we studied, what we read in the history books is going to happen here. And yeah, I've heard of EYL. That's, you might came in late, Aisha. That was the I actually shared the interview that HIM500 had with EYL. I don't really know. Maybe you can expound to me. What does the membership cover? Like, what do they help you do in the membership? Then I'm gonna stop reading from the articles and talk to you all. So pay attention to a banking scandal and nearly 1,000 depositors protesting again. When you see these physical dollars in the street, people, this is just to usher in the digital. Yeah. They gave them out at the Olympic Games to all the attendees. Their accounts were frozen deposits, and now they're making this case issue that mortgages and rents are going to stop being paid. And so, yeah, this is just to destroy the banking system, to destroy the physical dollar of China first, and it's going to make its way. So Argentina also braces for, and Aisha, let me know what EYL membership does. What's the benefits of it? What services do they offer? Argentina braces for 90% inflation. So they face the prospect of 90% inflation year in after economy ministers triggered overnight prices rises, and the central bank comes under pressures, right? And so Chinese home buyers across 22 cities refuse to pay mortgages, inflation of 9.1%. Let's look at crypto, right? Let's look at crypto. Fed could raise 100 basis points after inflation. And so, we got all of this stuff going on. Argentina also key rate 52% amid inflation, faster and the highest in 30 years. We can't leave without talking about crypto from the crypto queen. Can we? How did cryptocurrency react to the inflation report? How did it react to the inflation report? I think this is going to say a lot. How did it react to the inflation report? Let's look and see. We got Ether back in the green. Ether hit $1,200 today. Bitcoin's been, holding steady at the 19-20K. People, if you did not get into Bitcoin, and with these 17,000 dips, coming from 30,000 from an all-time high of 69,000 as well. I'm telling you, I definitely would not take out a loan against it. Make sure that you have your storage, your backup wallet, not your keys, not your crypto. Make sure you have it stored off of these exchanges. A lot of people that had Celsius accounts and things like that, Voyager, their accounts are frozen. They can't move, they can't transfer. And Celsius right now, a lot of people suggesting that they're going to provide a tax loss for them. But people will wear these blue chip cryptos will be worth in value in the future. That is definitely stealing someone's wealth if you're just going to give them a tax write-off in the government's taxation system. No, they want the asset, which is the crypto, especially people that may have had BTC and Bitcoin. So I hope everything works out well and they get that. But make sure that you are purchasing on exchanges. Celsius and Voyager was just brokerage accounts, right? Those were just broker accounts. So you got to know the difference. You got to be educated on the difference of an exchange and broker's accounts, and make sure you store that. You store that up. I'm actually going to take tomorrow. I'm going to put some hours in tomorrow just restructuring and backing up my cryptos and restructuring some things, because I don't think XRP is going to be the global reserve currency. Now, don't X me out on this. Don't I don't think it is. I just don't. I don't think it may be. They win the SEC, but I think all of this is going to be connected to the SWIFT system. I might need to start wearing my gloves when handling my silver. It's looking a little dull, but that's okay, because if I have to give somebody an ounce of silver for some gas or groceries, they're not going to care how dull it look anyway, as long as it's pure 0.999 silver, right? And yeah, that's what they going to want. And but at any rate, and so with I'm not saying XRP and XLM, they're still going to be used for banks and global connection, and that those are not good investments, but I'm just not sure about that global central banks system. I think it's going to be the SWIFT system, because let me tell you, when the central banks use something, they're not going to allow the general public to have it, just like they did with gold in the 1930s, right? Also, prescription drug prices are higher from what I'm reading. And so people, your health is your wealth as well. Make sure you're doing everything from exercising to walking when you can and beating the heat, and making some healthy lifestyle choices as far as what you're eating, maybe cutting back on fried foods and things like that. Um, Whatever improvements you need in your health, right? Whatever health improvements, whatever things you can do to improve your health. So secure your crypto. Know what the ISO 222 cryptos will be. You will never go wrong investing in them. With Bitcoin at $20,000 a Bitcoin right now, you can definitely get some more cryptocurrencies. When you dollar cost average, that will give you a greater return on your investment, that would do just as great percentage wise. But the whole purpose of having some Bitcoin in your possession is that it is decentralized, it is free from government control. There's not no government entity control it. Is peer to peer, and that's the whole point of having it. Just it's outside of the system, just like silver and gold is. Hello, Jeremy. Jeremy says rich, rich. Yes, we are rich, rich. Right. Oh yeah, okay. I like Mortgage the Credit Guy. Um, you just realized this past weekend on Saturday and Sunday. Let me read this, because I'm finished with my part of reporting on my live stream. And let me read that. Let me get a little close. I just realized this past last weekend on Friday, Saturday, Sunday to leave. Monday they froze everybody accounts. Voyager is going through a lawsuit. I didn't know Coinbase was going through a lawsuit. As far as I know, Coinbase is not freezing anyone's account that I know of. It's I didn't know, Coinbase was going through a lawsuit. Learning about stocks, crypto options, stock options. I don't think I would enjoy doing stock options. And if it's not something that I'm enjoying doing, I don't try to do it. Mortgage with MJ, the mortgage guy. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be like overwhelmed with a whole lot of stuff. So let me know, Aisha, how do you enjoy stock options? How does that work for you? And some people enjoy it thoroughly. Options put and all that. I tried it for a little while. It didn't hold my attention. I didn't enjoy learning about option put, so I didn't really give it the test of time. I guess I just hodl. I create cash flowing. I invest in cash flowing business. I maximize cash flow. Even when I was a basketball coach, I maximized cash flow out of my paycheck. I never gave the government tax-free money throughout the year. My paycheck was always increased for $500 a month. And I never was in a position where I was owing anything because I had the 470 tax deductions in the home-based business as well. And but the more money you make, you always got to have more tax deductions. So I tell people, if you're trading stocks or crypto and you're getting capital gain returns, you definitely want to be in this business to have 470 plus tax deductions. And you definitely want to have opportunities to work from home or from your mobile home and get residual passive income. So you all, I'm signing out. This late night live stream went well. I think I like it. Make sure you all subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do more just live streaming solely on YouTube than my other platforms at one time, because I just want to give YouTube all my attention and love. I just love YouTube. So you all, I'm signing out. You all be blessed and have a great, great night. If you need extra cash flow and credit help, text cash flow to the screen. You want to learn about crypto, text that number 331-444-5556. And if you want to start stacking silver, silver will make millionaires. I'm just telling you. And it's very inexpensive and affordable for people to invest in right now. Visit the website queenofcoinsilver.com. You all be safe, be blessed. Queen out.